Hey guys, what's up? This is 621 here, and say you know how to solve a 4x4. And by solving a 4x4, I mean first off by solving the centers, and then solving the edges, and then you're left with 3x3. What if I told you there is a faster way to solve a 4x4? May I present to you the Yau method. Now this method is by far the fastest 4x4 speed solving method that and a lot of world-class 4x4 solvers use this method. The closest competitor to the Yau method is a Hoya method, but really, who uses Hoya method for 4x4? Besides cubing in the rain, but like, who uses it? The first step to solving the 4x4 using the Yau method is to solve two opposite centers. However, there is a catch, and it's that one of your centers must be a cross center. So in my case, and for everyone else probably, they use the white cross, thus they must solve the white center and consequently the yellow center. So really, just solve the white and yellow centers. The next step to solving the 4x4 using the Yau method is to not solve the other four centers, but instead to create 3 out of 4 edge pieces for the white cross. Because these 4 centers are not solved, you have a greater degree of freedom in how you place your edge pieces, like so. And essentially, you don't have to do the RU R prime or RU prime R prime, all that kind of fancy insertion stuff. So in this case, you see these two greens. Your first instinct is to insert this edge, but you don't have to. You can just do U prime, R prime, and wide U prime to connect this edge. Again, these 4 centers are not solved, so you can really you have a greater degree of freedom to however you create your edges. Now we created 3 out of 4 cross edges. Well, what now? The next step is to solve the 4 centers. And although it may seem harder because there is a restriction up here, so in this case, I can only turn this top face, but if I turn this face, well, I mean, I can't because I'll destroy the progress I've made with these 3 pieces. Instead, we're gonna do this thing called half centers. So essentially, we find bars, like this orange bar right here, and we wanna put it on the right side. So I see this orange bar. I can't just go like this because that'll break the progress of this, that'll break this edge or knock it out of orbit, you can say. So I'll do a wide L to move this so that if I do a U to orient this bar, then this edge won't get knocked out of orbit because there's nothing to knock out in the first place. The next step of half centers is to create 3 more of these bars, and again, remember to follow the color scheme or else you're going to run into some complication. Now, the rest of the centers can be solved using only L wide and U moves, which is good. And the reason why I say good is because you don't have to deal with like the restriction you get as a result of solving most of your cross. So again, if I turn this layer, I wouldn't knock out anything, but if I turn this layer, I would knock out this edge and could possibly break it, which is not good. So essentially, you'll just want to make bars. I personally, typically, I would start with the whatever centers on the bottom, in this case, green. So I'll create that bar and then bring it down like that. And then I see red like this. I'm going to insert it in the back because I know the red center is in the back. And then orange is inserted easily like so. And there you go. You just solved the last 4 centers pretty easily. And again, I'll be putting walkthrough solves in the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Now, the next step is really to solve the last cross piece. In this case, we got lucky, but this part of the solve is probably the most infuriating because you have to find pieces. But then again, edge pairing is about finding pieces anyways. So speaking of edge pairing, we're going to be doing this thing called 3-2-3. But instead of doing it the traditional way, I came up with a sort of weird way of doing it. So after you solved your last cross edge, you rotate and you look at whatever edge is over here. So this is yellow, red. Find the other yellow, red edge. In this case, it's up here. And you're going to place it so it's down here. So when you do a U, this edge will be paired. Now, next step is to rotate or try to make it so that this edge is now on the right side of your cube. And you look at whatever this piece is. This is red-green, so we're going to find another red-green edge piece. It is back here. We're going to be putting it on the bottom, so insert it so it's on the bottom, like so. And then we rotate. And we're going to do this 2 more times. So this is yellow-blue. We're going to find a yellow-blue. This is back here. So we take it out, we insert it like so, and then we rotate again. We see this orange and yellow. So we find the other orange yellow edge piece, which is up here, and then we insert it like so, like that. And when we undo the U move that we did a few moments ago, you'll notice that we've paired up 1, 2, 3 edge pieces, which is pretty good. However, before you do the U wide prime, you have to look at this edge, and this edge is the yellow and green edge. So in this case, after we do the U wide prime, we're gonna find the other yellow and green edge. In this case, it's up here. And we're gonna place it so this piece is on the bottom. And the reason why we're gonna do this is because if we do a U wide, this edge will be paired. Now we're gonna look at this piece. This is a yellow green. The other edge is over here, so we're gonna insert it like so. And we memorize this color. This is red and blue, because if we do a UI prime, we're gonna connect this yellow green edge and this red blue pieces on the back. At some point, you're either gonna end up with 2 edges not solved or 3 edges not solved. In this case, we have 2 edges not solved, but in the walkthrough solves that I will show you later, I will show you what to do with 3 edge pieces not solved, or 3 edges not solved. So because there's 2 edges not solved, and this color, this edge on the top is red-blue, we're gonna insert this red-blue piece so that it is on top. And then we can just do the flipping algorithm. So we do wide U, flip this edge, and then flip back, and do a UI prime, and we've solved all of edges. And the last step is 3x3 stage. And if you know how to do Redux on 4x4, then I assume you'd know how to do some either LBL or CFOP. And yeah, this is a case where you have 3 unsolved edges. So in this case, you just solve it like normal. So you just pair one edge up like this, look at the other piece, find the other edge's edge, and pair those together. And the last one is going to solve itself. And well, next step is 3x3 stage. So, walkthrough solve number 1. So here I see these 4 white center pieces pretty close by to each other. So I'm going to be pairing these 2 up real quick, and then create the white center like this. Flip over, and then you try to create the yellow center as well. Assuming you know 4x4 Redux, this shouldn't be too hard. And now the next step is edges. So I see these orange and white edges. So I'm gonna insert this edge like this. Again, keep in mind that these 4 centers are not solved, so you have greater freedom in how you pair these edges. So this edge, I'm gonna insert it like this, and I'm gonna pair them up and go like this. I did see these 2, so I'm going to gonna move the orange edge out of the way so I can pair the blue edge like so. And minding the color scheme, blue should be right, blue should be left, blue should be right of orange. I can't tell my L's and R's again. So the next step, I see these green pieces, so I'm going to insert them. Like, I'm gonna pair them up like this and then insert it. So now we have 3 out of the 4 cross pieces. Now we're gonna rotate, and we're gonna try to make 3 center bars. Again, we're using half centers to create the centers because it's easier. So I see blue, so I'm gonna put it like this, or orient it like this. Orange, again, I can't go like this, or simply because this blue edge piece will be put out of orbit. So I'm gonna have to do an R prime. So when I orient this bar, nothing will get knocked out of orbit. So yeah. And I see these 2 green centers, so I'm gonna pair them up, and then I'm going to bring this, we're gonna call it the free space from now. We're gonna bring the free space down, and we're gonna orient it like so. And now we solve the rest of centers. So orange is on the bottom, so we're gonna connect the orange bar like so and insert it. Next step, I see these green center pieces, so I'm gonna pair those and insert in the back. These are really just default carryovers. And then the blue center like so. So I'm just gonna pair them up and then insert it like that. And now I see these two red pieces, so I'm going to do something like this to pair them up, like so. Now as I insert this red cross edge with a L2, I see this red-green edge. This is also red-green edge, so I'm gonna insert it, so this is on the bottom. And I do a wide U, rotate, so this edge is on the right. We see this yellow and orange, so we're gonna find another yellow and orange piece. It's on the back, so we're gonna insert it so it's on the bottom, like that. Rotate, we see green and orange. Again, we're gonna repeat this 2 more times, so find another green and orange piece. It's right here, so this is a case that happens sometimes when you do 3-2-3 edge pairing, so it's no worries. You just pair up this edge, you move it out of the way, and then you do another U wide, and you see whatever edge is up here. So in this case, this is blue and orange. Find this other blue and orange piece, insert it, rotate, red and yellow. I see this red and yellow piece up here, so I'm going to insert it like so. We rotate one last time, and we see this green and yellow. So this green and yellow piece is up here, so we're gonna insert it. Now we see this red and blue piece, we memorize it for now. And we need to find the other red and blue piece. So I know it's over here, so I'm gonna insert it so it's on the bottom. Do a U wide. This is a yellow and blue piece. So we find the other yellow and blue piece, which is up here. And then go like this. And the edges are solved. So walk through solve number 2. See these 4 white pieces pretty easily, so I'm going to pair these two together and then insert it like that to create the white center. The yellow center, there's like 2 ways of doing this. I guess I can like make this bar or something like that. Wait, yeah, just like create the yellow center, which way you want to do it, because I assume you already know how to solve a 4x4 using the Redux method. Now, edges. Again, remember that these 4 centers are not solved, so there's a greater amount of freedom in how we create our edge pieces. So this is white and green, white and green. We're going to insert this piece like that, and then we connect it. And then we see this white and blue, so we're gonna pair them up together like this. D2 and F prime, because again, color scheme. See these two white and orange pieces. We're gonna pair them together and insert it like that, because again, color scheme, blue, orange, and green is correct. Now rotate the cube, and we try to find center bars. So I see this orange bar immediately, so I'm gonna take this free space and bring it to the side where the orange center bar is. We're gonna orient it. I see these 2 green pieces, so I'm gonna pair this together to make a bar, and then bring down the free space and connect it like so. Same for the red, similar process, connect, bring free space down, and then orient. Now, after that, we do the, actually, orange looks pretty appetizing, so we can just connect that right now. And then we see this green piece and this green piece, we can connect them together like this. And then when we do a L2 wide again, this center would be solved, and then we can solve the red center like this. Next step is the last cross edge. I see these 2, so I'm just going to do some fancy stuff. Really, if you know how to solve Redux for Redux, then this method, you can just connect this edge however you want, really. We see this pre-connected edge, so whatever. Let's just make another edge anyways, because yeah, it'll make the solve faster. This is just luck. We see orange and green right here. We rotate and insert. So when we do this edge is automatically on the right. We look at this edge, this is yellow green, this is also yellow green, so we're gonna insert it like so. We don't slice back. Rotate. This is green and red's over here. We insert, and then we rotate. Orange and blue, luckily, orange and blue is also over here, so we can just flip this edge, and when we do a U wide, again, remember this red and yellow edge, we find the other red and yellow edge, it's over here, so we can just insert it in like this. We see this yellow and blue edge like that as we connect this edge, so we're going to connect this like so, and this edge should solve itself. Now, so that reaches the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this just as much as me editing this video for you guys to see. And don't forget to leave some questions in the comments below if you want to clear up some confusion on the Yau method, and I'll respond as fast as possible. I will also link JPerm's 323 edge pairing tutorial and special cases because I didn't dive deep into it, admittedly. Anyways, don't forget to join the Discord server as well while you're down there, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.